Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Vikings on Sunday night.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Gray throwing to start the drive. He's got Turner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. On first down, Gray. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets
touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Looks good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now Jones. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing Jones. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Landry now on the return. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Gray now, looking to throw on 2nd down. There's Chris Olave. Finding room at midfield, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Off the play fake. Gray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara from 8 yards out. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. The Vikings have got it. There he goes, left side. And he gets it back near midfield, but the dream ends there. He doesn't take it all the way back for 2. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was 32-yard line is really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
This one into the hands of Thielen. And out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Jones throw pulled in by Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
The Saints take over first.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Gray. That's complete to Turner. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Operating from the gun. Gray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drive, 4 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Hockenson here. The 40, 20, 10, 5. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. junior. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Gray throwing to start the drive. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw is Gray on 3rd and 2. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Back to throw. Gray. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Looking to throw. Gray. And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drives 7 plays in length, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. From the 3, second and a yard. Back to throw. Jones. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because in the back of the end zone, never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw. Gray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Caught by Turner. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Operating from the gun, Gray. Olave holds it in. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
Here's Gray to throw on second down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Gray throwing on first down. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Gray. This will be caught at about the 5. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Kamara will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Again, Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. They run. It's Kamara. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. Now Jones to throw from his end zone. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Jones throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fends him off. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Jones. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Jones. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Jones. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 28-27. A little under 50 seconds to go. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let them hear it here on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Turner. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw. The timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is good. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.